What's up, y'all? Wallamoose here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Canva Pro and deciding whether or not it's right for you. We're going to dive into some of the features, and I'm going to show you exactly what you get when signing up for Canva Pro. But before I begin, my name is Josh, and I post here on YouTube once a week with videos regarding graphic design. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe. I'd love to have you along for the ride. Alrighty, so we're here in Canva, and if you don't already have a Canva account, I've got a link in the description where you can sign up one for yourself. There is both a free and paid version, and like I said in the intro, in this video we're going to be talking about the paid version and seeing whether or not it's worth it for you. So there are a bunch of added features for the paid version to make it worth it for quite a bit of people, but like I said, it may not be worth it for everyone. So before we even get into the features, let's kind of break down just a generalized, is it worth it for certain people. I will also have timestamps in the timeline, so if you want to skip ahead to certain features, you can certainly do that. So right off the bat, I would say Canva Pro is for like brands who produce a lot of collateral consistently, who use it for their social media, who use it for their flyers, who basically just use it for a large quantity of assets. It would definitely be beneficial for you. It'd also be beneficial for designers who either freelancers in the professional field or students who just want to enhance their skills and have the features at their fingertips so they can produce anything they want. It is also for teams who like to collaborate. And so let's say you work on a team of 10 people. It's good to have all the features for sharing capabilities, for your brand guidelines, all the stuff like that. And then ultimately, I would say it's probably not for people who are hobbyists, who maybe use Canva once every month or so, or once every couple of months, who just don't use it frequently enough to use the Pro features. I would say Pro is more beneficial for people who are in Canva almost on a daily basis, if not on an every couple of day basis. So now that that's out of the way, let's dive into some of the features. So I am a graphic designer in the professional field, so I use Canva regularly because a lot of my clients prefer it with the sharing capabilities. So I do have Canva Pro, and I certainly do think it's worth it for myself, just based on a few features. So the first very important feature I want to talk about is the brand kit. So with the Pro feature, you get a brand kit where you can save preset fonts, colors, and logos for certain brands. And you can do this for multiple brand kits if you have multiple clients. So like right here, one of my clients or one of the companies I work for, I've got their logos, their colors, and their fonts all pre-saved. So whenever I'm working on something for that company in specific, I can just, with a simple click of the button, have brand consistent assets. So it's always on the guidelines. And that right there is a very beneficial feature. Another very beneficial feature for companies is the content planner, and that is right here below the brand kit. You can see a calendar. I don't personally use this because I don't use Canva for social media, but I do know a lot of people that do. So whenever you create something in Canva, you can schedule it and connect your Facebook and Instagram and all your different social media accounts. So you can pre-schedule and it'll automatically post on that day, all within Canva. So I know a lot of people use Canva in addition to Hootsuite or any other scheduling platform. So if you have Canva Pro, it's all in one place. And so this is just the calendar, but let's say you're creating a design for Instagram. Let me just grab this one real quick. So whenever you go to share, and just go to share on social and then schedule right there. So directly within the Canva interface, you can schedule. Now, one of my favorite Pro features is all the different assets included. So Canva, for your artboards, you can add elements, so icons, photos, graphics, animations, a whole bunch of different stuff. So if you have the free, you have access to quite a bit of stuff, but if you have access to the Pro version, there's just an infinite amount of more stuff. So I use it a lot for photos. They source photos from Pexels, Unsplash, a lot of open source platforms online, but it's all housed within Canva. So with a simple search, I can find a whole bunch of different free stock images. So like I said, this one right here doesn't have a crown on the bottom right hand, so it's free, but this one does have a crown. So with the Pro account, I can use this PNG of a dog for free included with my account. So this saves you from having to buy a Shutterstock account, an Adobe stock account, which can get pretty pricey. So the library of photos and assets included with Pro In my opinion, it's the feature I use the most because it's right within Canva and it's all free and open source to use for pro users. Now let's move on to the next feature. So another one I use quite a bit is Resize, because if anyone works with clients, they know that the clients change their mind. And so let's say the client requested this template as their social post, but they're like, hey, I need it as a flyer as well. So I could make a whole new design, start from scratch, make a flyer, or I can use the Resize feature. And right now it's a 1:1 ratio. I could change it to 1200 by, I don't know, 600. I can either resize this document, or I can make a copy and have a whole separate document of the resized. And then as you can see, it automatically resized all of the art, so it meets the, and I meant to do it vertically, but I did it horizontal by accident. But it automatically resized the artwork, so it's less work on my end. It's a very smart and intuitive platform. All right, next is version history. So let's say I'm doing a whole bunch of different edits, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, man, I really don't like the way it turned out. I kind of like the way it was initially, which happens quite often. I'm playing around with something and I don't like the way it looks. I can just go to File, Version History, and then as you're working, it'll populate with different saves throughout it. I just did this like a second ago, so I don't have any. This is just the template for this video, but it should have different saves, and you can just go back and revert to the way it was before. Now, there are plenty more features that you can use regarding like video editing, animation, all this stuff. I don't use that stuff very often, so I don't know too much about it, but I know there are a whole bunch of premium features that are included if you are involved with video or animation. So overall, I think Pro is very worth it, but for specific people. So if you're in Canva quite a bit, yeah, it's probably worth it to you. If you're using a lot of stock images, it is worth it to you. I would say it's probably not worth it if you're just not creating high volume. I feel like Canva Free has a good amount of stuff for people who are either new to design, just want to make a small amount of projects, or just kind of keeping it simple. So Canva Free is great, but I feel like if you're using Canva quite a bit, it is worth it to upgrade to Pro. So just my thoughts. If you have any questions about any features, please let me know in the comments. If you have any debate about what I said, let me know in the comments as well. But as for this video, I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.